Well, not for me anyway. I prefer an expansion of intermodal between rail and trucks. I know folks are talking about the technology that's going to replace quote unquote truck drivers and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm well aware of all the things that's going to be required to make all that happen. I'm not interested in any of it. None of it. I still take the position that low tech wins always. Somebody in the cab moving that truck around is my preference. Being able to get into interior areas with the trucks pulling containers that come from railheads uh, and rail spurs. So in the future, for our commerce and trade from our regional hubs, I prefer rail and trucks in combination. The way things are done currently for most folks across the planet when it comes to that is, I'm not going to say purposefully, um, uh, well, maybe I should say purposely done in an inefficient manner. Uh, Things can be done better. I don't mind using technology to uh, make things more efficient in that regard. I just don't like technology that takes somebody from behind the wheel. I'm good on that. No thanks. Now, in terms of what we're doing with other measures, I'm already working on next year's fiscal budget proposal. I have been for a while now. Ship construction, a large chunk of the fiscal budget law every Earth year is tied back to ships, the construction and maintenance thereof. The crews, the sea gangs, the port captains, everything we require for Mare Liberum on our own terms. That's a massive chunk of our fiscal budget laws every Earth year. Aircraft are the reason why our budget laws are so huge. For our commerce and trade to prevail, they are essential for us to have air and sea travel and transport capacity. Not just merely ability, capacity. And as a second generation of Amexem-Moor-Empire National, all of you are going to have to learn this. When we sit down and we retire, you got to take this over. So the work that we're doing now, you're going to master and you're going to take over. And we'll be out of the way. However, the records that we leave behind for all of you will show you how it's done. Now, the purpose of me bringing this up is because the fiscal budgets are going to change. The character of them, they're going to have to change because technologies are available to us that will allow us to be more effective and efficient in our propulsion. This can bring down costs dramatically. And since we're not geared to and tied back to particular models that the colonizers and hostiles and the melanated puppets support, we're not beholden to them or their line of thinking, and we don't care. What I do know is this: the most efficient, the most effective, yet the most traditional in methods are us. Getting our folks to see how we proceed is the better way forward for them is the mission. Now, getting them to see it is one thing. What they choose to do once they have the information is another. That we can't do anything about. We're able to show them the nonsense that you think that you have to engage in to get access to trinkets and toys is in fact nonsense, and you don't have to do all that. Since we provide our kith and kindred across this planet with a viable option to engage in commerce and trade independent of the colonizing hostiles, they should at least consider it. However, the work that we do, even on the scale that it is, it takes time to break through in their minds. And I'm fine with that. Because while they're over there banging their heads against a brick wall, and what we're doing is developing and expanding and improving, some are going to see that for what it is. No words spoken, just our example. And for some, that's going to be enough.